The Valiant Knight. A flickering torchlight ahead reveals a knight clad in shining armor, standing tall in the oppressive gloom. The knight's presence radiates an aura of unwavering valor. His armor, though battered and worn from his trials within the crypt, gleams with a determination that cannot be extinguished. I have heard whispers of your noble quest to confront the foul knights of Undead. You are not alone in this endeavor. I offer you my aid in this noble cause. I can heal your wounds, share with you the wealth I've gathered from vanquished foes, or give you an item to help you in your quest. The choice is yours. Ask for an item. Sure. And he offers the volcanic bracers, which add to defense and damage. I'm once again not going to trade accuracy for damage right now. So we have to turn them down, but we appreciate it anyway. Noxious plants. As you venture deeper into the dread crypt, you stumble upon an ominous chamber. The air is thick with an acrid odor that makes your eyes water and your throat burn. The source of this torment becomes clear as your gaze falls upon an eerie sight, a cluster of grotesque, otherworldly plants with twisted, thorn-covered vines. These flora, tainted by the dark energies that infest the crypt, seem almost sentient. They emit foul, toxic fumes that waft through the chamber, threatening to harm or even kill anyone unfortunate enough to be caught within their grasp. The plants writhe and sway, their thorny tendrils snapping at the air as if seeking prey. I hold my breath and flee. Gain 2 experience. Metal Guardian. This enemy has stone skin, so I deal half damage to him. As you cautiously explore the ancient corridors of the Dread Crypts, a low rumbling echoes through the chamber. From the shadows emerges a towering figure, its metal armored exterior gleaming. With a mechanical whir, the Guardian locks its gaze upon you, its red eyes glowing with ominous intent. In an instant, it deems you a trespasser within these cursed halls, and charges forward with a thunderous roar. Ooh, I only deal 2 damage to it. That sure ain't much. Our defense is really helping us out right now. Critical hit. Did 5 damage that time. I think it ended up about a net neutral, except that I gained treasure and a level, so not a neutral at all. That was a good fight. Alright. Let's boost accuracy. Boost mastery, though. Every point of mastery is going to make a big difference right now. Let's do mastery. And I'll also boost damage on here, because we don't need to use full restore yet. Although we probably should if we hit level 8. If we need the help. Vampire Marina. In the center of the room stands a woman of mesmerizing beauty, her ebony hair cascading like a veil around her shoulders, and her eyes gleaming with a predatory hunger. She introduces herself as Marina, a vampire in the service of Queen Melvina. You've ventured far, haven't you? But why continue your futile quest? Your blood can serve a higher purpose. Marina extends a hand toward you, her fingers dancing with arcane energy. An invisible force attempts to ensnare you, freezing you in place. The very air seems to thicken as she tries to cast a spell over you. This won't hurt, I promise. Your essence shall be a gift to our queen. She drinks your blood, but you break away. Lose 5 health. Raging Zombie. A dreadful presence makes itself known. From the shadows emerges a grotesque figure, a once human creature now twisted and decayed. A raging zombie, its undead eyes filled with hatred. With a guttural moan, the zombie lurches forward toward you, its rotting limbs propelled by unnatural fury. The air is filled with the stench of decay as it closes the distance, its fingers outstretched. You raise your weapon, heart pounding, ready to defend against this undead foe. hits in a row. Took it down. And we found Celestial Boots for +1 to defense and +1 to accuracy. Our defense is now 20. Very solid. We've got 7 damage per hit and an attack bonus of 6. So we're doing well on attack bonus now, I think. Goddess statue. You stumble upon a chamber bathed in an eerie, ethereal light. At its center stands a withered and ancient statue of a long-forgotten goddess, her visage frozen in a serene expression. The statue is adorned with carvings and symbols, hinting at a divine legacy that time has all but erased. You notice a small inscription etched into its base. The inscription offers a choice to those who dare to read it. It presents 3 incantations, which each promising a different gift. Choose your fate, traveler. Whisper one of these incantations, and the goddess shall bestow her boon upon you. Vigor, wealth, or experience. We do experience. And gain 5. Standing in the dimly lit chamber, cloaked in tattered robes, is a woman with haunted eyes. Her face, once marked by fanaticism, now bears the weight of regret and disillusion. She hesitates as you approach, her voice trembling with a mixture of fear and relief. The death cultists promised eternity, but what they asked in return was too much, she confides, her eyes flickering with defiance. I couldn't bear the weight of the corruption, so I fled. Now I want to help you. It's the only way I'll make amends for the darkness I once embraced. We roll, and she tends to your wounds. We gain 10 health. Kind soul. And it's good that she healed us, because next up we came across a crypt banshee. As you cautiously make your way through the chilling corridors of the dread crypts, your senses heightened by the sense of unease. A piercing wail shatters the eerie silence. Your heart lurches in your chest as you whirl around, only to find yourself face to face with a ghastly apparition, a crypt banshee. Its spectral form hovers before you, ethereal and otherworldly, its eyes gleaming with an unearthly light. Before you can react, it unleashes another bone-chilling wail, sending shivers coursing through your very soul. This enemy has life drain. When it hits a target, it gains 2 health. It's at 18 health and deals 4 damage to hit, but it's worth 10 XP. Let's defeat this terrible monster that's come to me. I didn't take a single hit. I defeated it handily. 4 plate armor we cannot use. Clearly left by somebody whose armor didn't protect them against the Banshee's wail. Death Altar. As you navigate the corridors of the crypts, a sense of dread settles over you as you stumble upon a chamber bathed in a sickly blue glow. At its center looms a towering altar adorned with a grisly array of skulls, their empty eye sockets seeming to stare into your very soul. The air grows thick with the scent of decay as you approach, the ominous presence of the altar sending shivers down your spine. The skulls, arranged in macabre patterns, whisper of dark rituals and ancient sacrifices, their silent testimony to the evil forces that lurk within the crypts. We find nothing of value here. Death cultists. As you delve deeper into the dark recesses of the dread crypt, your steps grow increasingly cautious. The air becomes stifling, and the sense of foreboding intensifies. From the shadows, a sinister figure emerges. A death cultist, garbed in tattered, hooded robes. Their intentions are clear, and malice emanates from their very being. There will be no words exchanged, no pleas for mercy. The cultist has chosen hostility, and they move to intercept your path with a chilling determination. They have no abilities, although their attack is +5 and their defense is 16. In a few hits I'll have them defeated though. And again, our defense is just too mighty right now for some of these enemies. They're barely able to hit us. Healing leather is nice, but it isn't as good as the royal leather that I have equipped, so I will loot it. Death Hound. A guttural growl pierces the silence, and from the shadows emerges a gruesome sight. An undead dog, its rotting flesh hanging in tatters and hunger gleaming in its milky, lifeless eyes. The foul creature, driven by an insatiable urge to attack, lurches towards you with surprising speed. Its growls echo through the crypt, sending a shiver down your spine. Adrenaline courses through your veins as you prepare to defend yourself. This enemy has Rend. Another one with an attack of +5, but its defense is slightly less than the previous enemy. And we got a critical hit right off the bat. And we were able to defeat it without getting rended. Thank goodness. Excellent critical hit timing. Really could use that on that enemy. We get some gold. Moving on. Crypt Guardian. Your path is obstructed by an animate skull, eerie and aglow with an ominous light. This guardian blocks a narrow passageway you must traverse to close the gap between yourself and Queen Malvina's knights. Mortal intruder, to pass, you must answer my riddle, it says. Only then will the path be opened. Failure will invoke the wrath of the guardian, who will drain your life force as punishment. Success will open the path, and quick success might convince the creature to release some life force from past victims onto you. I solve the riddle and exit. Nothing else happens. Undead dragon. Ooh, mean-looking dude. You enter a vast chamber that seems to resonate with an unholy energy. In the dim light, you see a massive and grotesque sight. A colossal, undead dragon. Its form and imposing. I think we have an and there where we don't need one. Its form imposing. Might check on that, Ben. That seems to be a grammatical error, I think. This abhorrent creature has been brought back from the dead to serve the twisted purposes of the death cultists that dwells within the crypt. That might be another actual grammatical error there. Cultist plural should be that dwells. So the death cultists that dwell within the crypt. So actually two grammatical errors for the undead dragon there. With a deafening roar that sends shivers through the crypt's stone walls, the undead dragon lunges forward. Okay, so just to reiterate, two grammatical errors there. Its form and imposing should just be its form imposing, and instead of purposes of the death cultists that dwells within the crypt, just dwell. Singular. Or not singular, but I don't know the grammatical term for it, but it should just be dwell and not dwells. Unless you change death cultists to death cult that dwells within the crypt. One of those needs to miss it. The noun needs to either be singular or dwells should be changed to dwell. Okay. This enemy has life drain and damage aura. When I hit this enemy, will it life drain me? I don't think it will. But I don't see any note of whether or not that's the case. Anyway, this enemy deals 7 damage per hit. Has an attack of +7. And 33 health. I'm going to fight this enemy. At 7 damage per hit, it's going to take 5 hits. 5 hits will cost me 10 life. Well, half that actually, 5 life. Because I'll heal 1 each time I hit him. Here we go! And I missed. There's a hit. It hit me back though. Another hit for me. The enemy missed. Another hit for me. The enemy missed. A 21 hit for me. The enemy missed. It's rolling a lot of 16s. Well, not hit it. A 21. And hit me for 7 and gained 2 health back. I just about got him though. There we go. An expensive fight. But we were able to outlast it. There's an option to get a storm shield, but I would lose 1 accuracy to gain 1 defense. And our defense is doing really well right now, so I'm not going to jinx it. I'm going to stick with my attack bonus and loot this shield. We have a lot of loot. We could really use a trader. Ta-da! Gotta love that. Let's see. Accuracy. Let's boost damage again. Another one to mastery. Now we deal 8 damage per hit. Unknown potion. As you explore a dimly lit chamber, your gaze falls upon a table tucked away in a corner. Upon it rests a mysterious potion, its contents obscured by the dim light that filters through the ancient stone walls. Your curiosity piqued, you approach the table, your hand reaching out tentatively to grasp the vial. It could be a potion of great power, capable of bolstering your strength. Or perhaps it is a deadly poison, waiting to claim the unwary. With a mixture of apprehension, you uncork the vial and raise it to your lips. You pause for a moment, the weight of uncertainty heavy upon you, before throwing caution to the wind and taking a bold sip. It is a potion of power. We gain 1 to speed, putting our defense at 21. Sealed chamber. While traversing the dark and sinister crypt, you come across a wooden door that seems to be jammed shut. Throwing the full weight of your body into the door, you manage to loosen it enough to reveal a forgotten chamber, untouched for decades. Making your way inside, you shut the door behind you. No one knows this place exists, and you feel as though you could rest here safely. Picking a spot on the stone floor, you settle in, hoping you will find some decent sleep. And we managed to sleep for 8 hours, gaining 8 health. Excellent. Troglodyte Thief. Your senses pick up on a faint, unpleasant odor, like that of damp earth and musk. The shadowy figure lunges at you from the darkness, swift and silent as a wraith. Before you can react, you find yourself in a tight and vicious grapple. It's a troglodyte thief, the reptilian features twisted into a sly grin. The thief's clawed hands are determined to relieve you of your hard-earned gold. Their eyes gleam with avarice, and they hiss menacingly as they attempt to snatch your coin purse. Don't snatch my coin purse. Oh, we lose half of our gold. Lightning trap. You trigger a hidden mechanism, an unseen trap lying in wait. The chamber around you erupts into a dazzling display of power, as bolts of lightning shoot forth with deadly intent. The air crackles and sizzles as these electrical projectiles dance and arc through the room, their brilliant blue-white light illuminating the crypt's ominous recesses. The trap is meant to strike down any trespassers. With reflexes honed by perilous adventures, you instinctively dive for cover. But you are grazed by incoming lightning, lose 4 health. It's a bad one. And it's the last trap before we exit the dread crypt. And we are now in the refreshing cold of the ice spires.